hope I'm pronouncing that right. Names are important. Because of the possible die-off symptoms, I was wondering if I should start my daughter, who is 23 years old, on a lower amount to start, and then build up over time to the 2 scoops. She's incredibly sensitive to pretty much everything, so I don't want to overwhelm her system. I'm in the US and could only find Bowel Restore, which appears to be in the US equivalent to Ultimate Fibre. I ordered it and it should arrive next week, but now I'm nervous to start her on it. Yeah, so great question, Stacey. And I understand when it's your daughter and she's been hypersensitive and hyper reactive to absolutely everything, that you'd be scared on starting her on the Qenda. And obviously, a lot of people have this question for me. And the Qenda protocol is having, so basically, you always want to have 2 scoops. Your daughter's an adult, so she needs to have the adult serving as long as she's over 40 kilograms, which I assume she will be. So yeah, she wants to have the 2 scoop serving just in the morning for the first week, and then have 2 scoops in the morning and evening on the second week. I know she's hypersensitive and hyper reactive to stuff, and as was I. Like I had ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease, as you're probably well aware. And literally, if somebody sparked a cigarette up and I smelt a bit of cigarette smoke, I'd poo myself. If I smelt bleach, I'd poo myself. Any deodorant, someone sprayed deodorant, I'd poo myself. Like, I was hypersensitive and hyperreactive, and the Qenda was the only thing that sorted that out. And the reason for that is, like, well, there's many reasons, because obviously it's cleansing out the infections and overgrowths that because basically the reason why your daughter is so hyper reactive to everything is because she's got infections and overgrowths in her body. They're eating the nutrients from her food and then dumping their waste into her body. So even if she has the cleanest diet in the world, the cleanest environment, whilst her body has these infections and overgrowths in there, whenever she's exposed to more toxins, it just tips her over the edge. So the way I describe it is, when you've got these infections and overgrowths in your body, you're like a bucket overflowing with toxicities, and then you introduce any other toxicities, and then yeah, it makes the bucket overflow and makes her react to everything. So that being said, that's what's going on in her body at the moment, and that's why we need to take the full dose of Qenda. One, to adequately get rid of the infections and overgrowths, and two, to calm down the nervous system. There's antispasmodics in there, there's anti-inflammatories. Like 21 of the 30 herbs actually have anti-inflammatory properties in the Qenda. So when you're taking the full 2 scoop serving, it's actually calming down your body so much more than if you was having less. I see a lot. What is my hair doing? I see a lot of people with issues with the Qenda, and they're just not having enough of it. Basically, you want to have the 2 scoop serving. If you want to be super vigilant with it and she's really sensitive, make sure she just has a 20-gram serving, because with the scoop, obviously it can vary with the density of the herbs and stuff. So you can just get some scales and weigh out what 20 grams looks like, because you get 500 grams in a tub, you get 25 servings in a tub. So if you weigh out 20 grams, she'll have the exact amount that she needs, that will help her get better, basically. So well done for finding the Bowel Restore in the US. And yeah, basically take the serving as intended. The protocol is made for hypersensitive, hyperreactive people. It's made for people like with chronic autoimmune conditions. I don't know if you know Crohn's and ulcerative colitis. Like that's like the person who made the Qenda had Crohn's, which is basically your body reacting to everything, all food intolerances, sensitivities to everything, poo in blood, ulcers all on your inside, autoimmunity all over your body. So the Qenda was designed with that in mind. So yes, following the Qenda protocol is what I recommend, and that's what people see the most and best results with. That is why that's the protocol, basically. So thank you for asking. I understand your concerns, but yeah, follow the protocol.